the chopping block today, I've got the Boss Super Overdrive SD-1. Very popular pedal on a lot of boards. So I'm gonna do a couple quick tones with the pedal off, pedal on, and then break down what I think about the pedal. The amp that I'm currently using is a Brent Hines Terror. So it is on a dirty channel, which is kind of like a crunch. It's not extremely high gain amplifier. I'd say more of a British crunch kind of sound, like it modeled after a Marshall maybe. So gain on that is at about 60%, maybe 55, 60%, somewhere in there. Every other thing, Boss, or bass, mids, treble, you're at about 50% on my head. Running it through an orange cab with Celestion Vintage 30s. The pedal itself, everything is pretty much 50% at noon. So this is without the pedal. Now with the pedal. So my take on this pedal, it's got more gain on it. I'm at 50, I'm at noon on my amplifier. This pedal is suited for someone who's trying to drive, either you want a light touch of gain, right? A clean amp. If you want something almost like a blues distortion or a blues crunch, blues overdrive, I would go with the blues driver if that's your goal, but this can do it too. Maybe not as clean, maybe not as, the blues driver has its own voice, but they could both, do similar things, right? So this is good for driving your amplifier to give it more of a broken up sound. Like an already dirty amp, this pushes it. I'm using it as a gain boost. My 5150 that I have in the back room over here, it doesn't need that at all, right? But that's not the voice of that amplifier. This amplifier's got more of a classic crunch to it. This would be great. It's great with Marshalls, it's great. Even my 5150, it does tighten it up a little. I mean, the SD-1 is used, right, to tighten a lot of tones up. It's very popular. It's not an uncommon pedal. You can go on YouTube, find plenty of videos that are going to be comparing it in shootouts. Go through those comments. A lot of people still pick the SD-1. It can do metal well, but it has to be with the right setup and the right amplifier. I would not put that pedal through a low wattage, kind of poor speakered practice amplifier, right? If you're on a budget and you're trying to get a good distorted tone with a lower end amplifier, I would probably go more towards, like a 5150 distortion box, right? Something it's meant to voice the amplifier without paying $1,500 or more for the amplifier. Like my 50 watt 5150, it's $1,500, but you can buy the pedal much cheaper and get similar tones out of it on a budget. So that's that. If you have more of a a lower end amp and you're using a clean tone and trying to push a mega drive through it, the Super Overdrive is not for you. You need a distortion pedal. But if you want a drive pedal to push an already dirty amp, this pedal will definitely do the trick. Like I said, it's been used since 1981. They even have a Waza version of it, which is not the version I have. I have the bass version. Tried the Waza. It's not that different through my rig, so I just don't need it, but it's still a great pedal. Boss makes good stuff, period. Widely used company. Widely used on pedal boards of, mega celebrities. All right, appreciate your watch. Have a good one.